You ever wonder what people are thinking about you? Well, I'm going to tell you how you can, in any social situation, know what everybody in the room exactly is thinking about you. I'm going to take you to this scenario that I'm sure you know a lot about, that you're very familiar with. You know, you're in your car and you're driving and somebody's trying to merge and they cut you off. And what do? You say, "What is wrong with you?" Right? Like, what is going on? Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? All right, well, here's what I'm going to invite you to do. In that moment, whenever you realize that you've asked that question, reverse it and then ask that question, but this time do it for real. Take the sarcasm out and then actually ask the question, what could be going on? What is happening? What is wrong with you? Why could they have been doing that? And you see, because that does a couple of things. The first thing is that it does is it really switches your perspective, right? Because yes, something happened and we try to think, because what we're saying is, whenever we're like, what's going on? We're not really asking the question. What we're saying is there's not a real reason for that to have happened, right? But of course there is. Of course there's reason. Stuff happens all the time. Think about have you ever cut somebody off? Have you ever been in a situation where you should have been paying more attention, but you weren't, right? Of course, these are not good things and we're not condoning them, but they do happen. And we can do a couple of things. We can continue to just get mad about those things and let them ruin our day and put that negative energy back into the whole play. Or we can have grace and compassion and realize that, hey, sometimes things do happen. So whenever we start to ask the question, more like getting into curiosity rather than getting out of blame and judgment. Whenever we ask the question for real, we're getting out of blame and judgment and we're getting into curiosity. And whenever we get more curious, we get more compassionate because we start to think about it. Wait, what did happen? What could have been happening? And then we start to see, like, that is what we start to see, like, in our everyday lives, like, oh, well, this could have been the reason for this. Well, that could have been the catalyst for that. I know that these things happen. And we start to have more compassion. When we start to have more compassion, then we start to have more power. So ask these questions for real and see what happens whenever you start to get out of judgment and getting into curiosity. Zoom out. Bliss is our birthright.